Okay, let me just make sure that I am live everywhere where I need to be live and that everything is fine. Guys, please let me know if there are any sound problems, if there are any issues with whatever it is we're doing here so that I can fix it should we need to fix it. Already, I see a bit of an issue here. Guys, apologies. Something is happening with my internet right now. I just want to fix that quickly. Okay, wait, let's see. Can you guys hear me properly? Is everything fine? There we go. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. South Africans, I apologize. I'm
ready for Tuesday. Very ready for Tuesday.
We've been ready for this Tuesday for so long. So ready for this Tuesday. And here it is, playing our I don't want to say sworn enemies. But us and Nigeria have a very interesting very interesting relationship together. Guys, welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. I know I've been gone, guys. Maraketing, I'm back. We are watching Bafana Bafana versus Nigeria. Bafana Bafana, of course, it is number 56 in the world, and they're number 10 in Africa, whereas Nigeria sit number 44 in the world, and they're number 5 in Africa. Then, of course, in the last 5 games that they've played, Nigeria has had 2 wins and 3 draws. Last game out was a 1-0 win versus Rwanda. Then Bafana Bafana, of course, Shabile Bomaki, 3-0 in our last game to make it 4 wins and a draw in our last 5 games. Then when we've met each other, Bafana Bafana has 1 win, there's been 2 draws, and Nigeria has 2 wins. Of course, the big memory was them knocking us out of the AFCON. Yeah, these guys are the reason we finished 3rd. Now, when you look at starting lineups, you have Nwabali. In goal. You have Aina, you have Ndidi, you have Trostikong, you have Lukman, Frederick, Dele Bashiru, Simon, Iwobi, Dessers, and Basi. Then, of course, for Bafana Bafana, you have Williams in goal. There's Kabini who's come in, Boga Zingeza, Namdunyelwa, Obas Mokwena, Apolis Mbule Nkota, and Foster make up the starting lineup. Of Bafana Bafana. Bafana Bafana, of course, just need 1 win. We just need a win from this game so that we qualify. Well, we need a win, and then we need another smaller calculator matter in the later game. Then, if that all is handled, then we are fine. So, here comes Bafana Bafana with their first set piece. Barriera America. Yeah, so when we qualify, guys.
Something crazy.
Something crazy, Jim Fetu. DJ Marco says even a draw or a sharp. Jay says 1 win and no win for Benin. Exactly that. We need 3 points, says Bongs. Kodani says, Joe, these Nigerian guys are huge. Man, these guys are tall, says Patrick. Kota versus Pasi is going to be an entertaining game, says Bafana. Wolo, low, says DJ Marco. We trust in us, says Sylvester. Today there's no beautiful football. We want results. No beautiful football, we want results, says Ulebza. It's war today, says Muledi. I'm watching this with the bev in my hand. Guys, this is a new Bafana. I don't even know where my calculator is right now. Eh? When last did you look at your calculator, guys? When last did you have to do permutations in order to see whether we're going to qualify or not? It is in our hands. Morocco, I believe, and Tunisia have already qualified. And remember, it's an expanded World Cup. Expanded World Cup, which means that we're going from 5 countries to 9. So if you win your group, you go through. Then, of course, there is a space for the best runner-up who plays in a playoff, and then they go play in a playoff with the other countries' best playoffists, and there's one more that you can get in there. So there is a lot of room for countries to come in. And when we started this whole journey, I don't know if we were comfortable or confident, Bafana Bafana, but right now we've been showing that Bafana Bafana yashisa, man. Here comes Apolis, beats his man, puts in the cross. Oh, Ngoda. Unlucky boy. Unlucky boy. Okay, let's see. This game is personal, says Nyakalo. Dubelang winners, we've qualified for the World Cup, says Tabak. Oh, Rodney, I'm here. Rod, I'm here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. There's been a lot that's been happening. So to Chenta, so to Chenta, Chinchile happy. Were you banned again, my brother? FIFA said we could qualify today. Thoughts, please? Yes. I get it's up to Benin not getting a result in the next game, and then we need to win our game. Then we've qualified. Then we don't even have to worry about anything else. But it does seem like Bafana Bafana is going to qualify anyway. Even if this game doesn't go well, we've got a bit of a lead on us, so we should have qualified. Zim, unfortunately, are last in the log right now. When we look at Zim, when we look at the log that we have here, so our brothers from Zim not making it through. But then, of course, Lesotho doing us a favor and not reporting. Samelindaba mokwena, as we see Mbule getting fouled there. Zaza, welcome. Foster dropping into the pockets, isn't Iswa? Vamos! Kana guys, vamos king ka South African. Ring rona. When we're saying vamos. No, I just changed my name. Oh, okay. No stress, my brother. They're going to know us very well tonight. Yeah, they're going to know us very well tonight. Yeah. LFA will win this one. It's done. OT, you want to win even if we have the lead. Guys. Ale batlo go fa bo Maki hope nyana. No, not bo Maki, but they're trying to give them hope nyana. Because they have been complaining and crying. They're the ones who are trying to get Tebza, or Tebza mustn't come back, and all you have to say, cry more, you must cry more, man. So that's the starting 11, only left with 3, says GT, which is great, GT, because if you remember on the show, we had some conversations about Bafana, and we spoke about how we felt as though Hugo Bruce at times, we were questioning what type of squad we'd have going into the World Cup, going into the AFCON in December, going into just in general the future, especially Masbona Butembazwane getting injured the way they're getting injured, some of the players in and out of form. So when you watch that, I think this is great to show that there really is a whole bunch of other players that can step in at any time. Doggies, thank you so much for the gifts. They can step in at any time. So that is a very good plus for me that, who would have thought that Mbogazi, guys, this time last year, Mbogazi, we didn't know what Mbogazi was, let alone that Mbogazi would be captaining Pirates and then playing for Bafana. But then also, think about Ungezana. A couple of years ago, Nalihomu, going to Romania, we didn't want him. Now he is trusted to play in this game. You think about Oba, Sabo Mokwena. You think about Mbule. Guys, think about Mbule. Mbule had not been anywhere near this team. Well, okay, he was a bit earlier, but he hadn't been playing. And here he is. Guys, there's a lot of depth here. Abu Makhupaltinho are still at home even. We can still call on those guys. So all in all, I think this is an incredible squad that Hugo Bruce has built here. And hopefully, man, we can give him credit. I'm stressed. Hey, mustn't stress the old man. Thank you, Pirates, for giving us TLP. Wow, we broke one of their players. That was amazing. Niche. It seems like Aina is the guy who just got injured right now. He's coming off. Very, very interesting. Did you hear what they said about Free State Stadium? Yeah, but South Africa's brought us into the gulag. Yeah, man. They know what they're doing. Ow. Hey. To be honest, Nigeria, Yari Clarissa, King Africa says the king is in the house. Bafana Bafana is cooking. We're confident today. We're trying to get to play and get an early goal. They're not here to play football, they're here for rugby and to manhandle our players, isn't it? Marakimo, reba manhandle le back. Anyway, 8 minutes in, guys, it is 0-0. Both teams have just been, feeling each other out up to this point. We haven't seen anything in terms of attack. When you look at both of the teams, we haven't seen them actually getting into each other's boxes. There was a couple of set pieces early on from Bafana Bafana, but for now the two teams are still feeling each other out. The only big chance really came to Nkota, which was just the ball was a little bit too high from Apoli, so he couldn't put it down. But up to this point, I think this is what we're going to expect from this game. I think it's going to be one of those games where it's not going to be a 4-0, 4-3 high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a very close game, very similar to what we had in the AFCON, depending on... Imagine getting dribbled by Bo Frederick. This game has a bit of wrestling in it. Get emotions. Today... we go die. Today we go to die of Lookman. Nsabu Lookman. Free State Stadium is Wembley standard compared to Jay. I almost said it. Hey, don't get me into trouble. Don't get me into trouble. Guys, remember, this is a watch along, not a watch. I cannot dream of having enough money to go and buy these rights and in order to show you. So I am not going to be fighting CAF. I'm not going to be fighting Supersport and SABC when trying to show games here. And I don't want to get banned. So if you do want to watch the game, it is available on the SABC platforms. SABC Plus should have it playing right now. And then also on the SABC Sports Facebook pages and sabcsports.com. That's where you'll be able to watch the game for free and stream it for free if you want to stream it. But Tina, espatali Supersport, espatali dstv, sibukelelana. Pitch is going to be heavy for Nigeria, says Patrick. This game feels like Raw, WWE Raw. Tabang says 3 years ago we weren't confident facing Nigeria. Hugo has changed our lives. No, and Tabang, he needs to get the credit. I still don't feel like Hugo. Hugo, he gets that credit, man. It's like you're forcing it. It's like, we're gonna give him credit, Nyana. But what he's been able to do, I believe it's 26 games, 26 game unbeaten run if you take out Kosafa and Chan, and of course that AFCON result where we weren't beaten in regulation time. That just tells you that Bafana Bafana has been doing incredibly well under Hugo Bruce. And in that time, I mean, we faced Abu Morocco, we faced Abu Nigeria, we faced some really good teams also in that time, especially on the African side of everything. And the fact that we're top of our log is incredible. Nwabali? Hey, they have to look out for that. Marau TLP. Hey, Simtembilu TLP, guys. Hey. But Tessa, some high balls, and TLP was like, relax. It's okay. I'm strong enough to play a physical game if we need to play a physical game, which is actually very interesting about TLP. I think myself, Malume Kutu always tells me this in the comments. Myself, I have underestimated that player at TLP, that he's not only strong, he's fast. He doesn't mind taking the ball, playing it out. There's a lot of things that kid does, man. And remember, he is a kid doing all of this stuff. Will Pirates release him for the Under-20 World Cup? I don't know. But yeah, Jesus Christ, please be with my nation, ZA. Danko, Father God, send help. It's tough. Is gulag the same word? Yeah, sort of. I don't know how to explain it in this context. They need to play in Kotaman. His pace will be very important. Okay, I guess what's going to be an interesting thing in this game is going to be that Apolis and Bule connection. Because, of course, Urile is not Really finds himself on the bench for this game. So you haven't got Foster, you have Mbule and Apolis basically in front of Obas and Mokwena. Those guys are going to have to find a rhythm between themselves. And Apolis doesn't mind fetching the ball quite a bit. You saw Foster also dropping back to try and connect play. So Nkota will probably get a couple of chances to be free. But the problem is going to be centrally. Who's going to take the lead there in the center, especially because Mokwena is also in, I guess Mokwena is in a role where you might want him to build that ball up or at the very least be able to play that first ball. So, it's going to be interesting to see how they fit. I'm hoping it's not a Mfukeng, Tito, Mahopa type situation where they're all coming into the same spaces. But they did play well in the first game. You can't say they didn't. So let's see if they can keep that up over here. No shots on target. No, nothing yet. Dunyelo is such a good player. Says Tsembi. I really like Mbogazi with the under-20s. Much needed strength and experience for him. But it's in the middle of the season, isn't it? He'd miss out on some Pirates games. Can Pirates afford to release him? Aubrey says they're respecting these Nigerians. Na let Rocky Shapuka yona Patrick.
Oh, Kakaze.
What Kakaze? Oh, Kakaze. Why you Kakaze, my brother? Relax.
Why are you Kakazeling, my brother? Don't Kakazel, my brother. It's okay. We're gonna win this game, man. Now, I hope our technical team. How many yellow cards? Cause. Family mistake it. Family mistake my yellow card. Another Nigerian player fouling us. Use it. Use the dark cards, guys. Nothing wrong with using the dark cards. Just to tell the ref, lo muntu se ankapa go 3 uthini ngaye. Hey. TLP. Ay wena. Eh? You might eat jollof, but TLP udlale papa la se KZN. Udlale papa la se KZN. Eh? Don't sleep on him. But we'll also release Vilakazi. That they must release the boy. But Vilakazi is not a starter though. Foster is good at protecting the ball these days, says Patrick. Well, he does have the size for it. He has the size for it. Oh, we're starting. Oh, we're fighting already. Yeah, Uputu. I recently learned that la KZN agdliwa inkomazi. Gdliwa ini isibhakela. Faka lapha ephuthini isibhakela. All of that. What usually Wala says Wendy. NDK says TLP, wow, strength. Bong says this is where I'd love to see Sundowns 1 million passes. Hey, Marabox. Le Pirates are passable. Le Pirates are passable. Yeah, it's Pagela. Am I right? KZN people. It's Pagela. One of them. What's the other one? I've recently learned. I wanna get it. Man. Actually, we come here guys. Even you. Hey, we trust ourselves physically, eh? Relax, guys. Don't get into your feelings. Lookman has now got 2 players into their feelings. Don't get into your feelings versus Nigeria. Oh, yellow card. Oh, did they both get yellow cards? Lookman and Ngezana now have yellow cards, which is interesting because Nigeria could probably live without Lookman. But can we live without Ngezana right now? Because on the bench, we'd have to call in a Maloisane, a smaller-ish defender. I'm trying to look at who else can come in to that centre-back role. Hey, we don't have subs for that centre-back role. So already centre-back in a yellow card. Wendy says, this game feels personal. When you have a star mindset, you'll always have a problem. You'll think things must always go your way. Very silly yellow card. Very, very silly yellow card. Now, our defense the best. But Pirates do back passes these days. They do. Then they look for that long ball. Now, so there's the long ball to Nkota. Support him. Ow, Nkota. Eh? Dlala nabo Wijnaldum. Saudi. He plays with both Genie Wijnaldum. Yes, yes. Oh, Nwabali. Oh, we've just beaten Nwabali just now. What's happening? Apple is winning the ball there in the box, taking a shot. Nwabali unable to really hold it, but it does seem like it will be brought back for an offside. I think offside or what? Oh, they're saying Lyle was offside. Police. Hey, Nwabali. He plays for cheaper than what we know him. It's fine. Away tonight. Nobody's been seeing goals these past few games. Nobody has been struggling these past few games. How much did Pirates win? Not to mention the flames he was seeing after Coach Ahamba. So, you can see Gezard as a cheese boy. You can see that TLB is from deep rural areas. It comes from a place where they eat pap and mango salad. Yeah? And quarters. UTLP, hey, you want to eat? Is that what you guys are saying? Piri Jokes is here. Prince is here. Prince, one of the co-hosts on my other podcast, Onside the Banter League. Every Friday, 3 p.m. The episodes drop. So please support on the MacG channel, Podcast and Chill. Hey, nithi 3-0. Abantu bathi 2 abanye bathi 3-0. As long as it's a win, angifuni ukubona calculator mina. I don't want to see a calculator. Anyway, 20 minutes in, it is 0-0. There goes Mtunyalo also fighting. Remember, Mtunyalo comes in under a little bit of pressure because he's replacing Umudau, who is still on strike allegedly, according to Hugo Bruce. He's still on strike there at Sundowns. So Hugo Miegi let you know, boy, striker where you are. We'll see what happens from there. But as it stands, Uzugo has been doing an incredible job. I think what's great about this Bafana team is that it feels like, there was times where you'd be scared. Like right now, we'd be sitting with our hearts here. Our hearts would be here. We'd be sitting down thinking about where we're going to go with this. Are they good enough? But who would have thought that Hugo Bruce would take players like Apolis? I mean, Apolis was at Polokwane City. Not really Perez, but he was at Polokwane City when Hugo found him. Obas was playing was a TS Galaxy when Hugo Bruce found him before he went to Sundowns. You could, wow. There's no one here, guys. There's no one home. Another mistake by the defense. I feel like last 30 minutes, Mfukeng would change this whole thing. Last 30 minutes in Mfukeng is going to make Trostikong run. We're missing, of course, Umahopa Aldinho. Mahopa, we had a conversation on 3-Man Press about Umahopa, that Umahopa, hey, lightning. This game is going to be paused. Was that lightning? Hey, okay. I think there's lightning there. Good question. Vele why very green? Okay, green ya Bafana. Ki Puma ya Sundowns. Actually, Gezard is from a totally deep rural hinterland, but grew up in the Val. Oh, so Nalibuchi's boiling. Go Val. They're bullying Nkota. Yeah, Nkota hasn't been able to get the ball, but to be fair, we haven't transitioned. I still feel like Nkota is a transition player. So even when he got the ball there, just now when he was on the right-hand side, there was no one in support, which is interesting because that is such a Pirates thing. especially on the right-hand side. So if you think about how Saleng used to play for Pirates on the right-hand side, a lot of the time he wouldn't be an out-and-out winger, it'd be more of a forward, but he'd be isolated on that side with the midfielders usually leaning towards the left-hand side. Abotito would love to go to the left-hand side and play Naborile on that side. Abolot should be on that side, Nabohoto overloading. And then your other winger would be on an island, basically, where they're just expected to run in and score. But that needs you to counter-attack, right? Uzugo doesn't seem like he's going to be pushing up. I mean, right now, he's fighting Simon, and that seems like that's going to be a very physical battle. So because it's so physical, he's not going to push forward. You're not going to see him helping Nkota. So we're going to see Nkota isolated quite a bit. But again, it goes back to the question of, can Umbule no Apolis help, right? So we're already seeing a very active Apolis on the left-hand side. I know he's playing more like a winger, but we know he likes to come inside and play more centrally, right? Can Mbule be the one who finds that pass to Nkota? There we go. There's the pass I was talking about. And it's an on goal. Oh, it's an on goal. It's an on goal. Salida. This defense was nowhere. Nigerians. And the guys in 10. Bafana Bafana has scored, so what do I want from you guys?
Something crazy.
Something crazy. Please. Bafana Bafana is leading. Hi guys, who's this Bafana Bafana? Eh? Is it too early?
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
Bachi, vamos muchachos, kuma comment. Vamos muchachos. Aseni yegi likepsi. Batugluna. On goal, guys. Yeah, no, so G, it's what I was saying, that it's going to be a counter and somebody's going to have to find that ball to Nkota. Someone's going to have to find that ball to him. That's what you want him to do. That's why I said, if you watched what Pirates used to do with Saleng, that's what you do with Nkota in games like this, right? So I'm so glad that we saw that type of play here. Put it away. Put it, it's fine. I'll check it when I'm done. So let's see, 25 minutes in, present dads. 25 minutes in, here they go. Don't get sloppy, don't get sloppy. Oh, look at Nkota finding that space. So check. So what I was speaking about Mbule, look at where Mbule is picking up his spaces now. He's allowing Nkota to go inside. So I guess that's the luxury of maybe having a box midfield of Obas Mokwena, and then you still have an Apolis who likes to come inside, and then Mbule. But then they have to pace themselves because Mbule is not going to get space on the left-hand side. That's where Apolis likes to play, even just inside. So he should be helping Nkota on the other side. But, hey, we can't be complaining. Zugo! Umnandi guys, yo, guys, yeah.
Upholiwe.
Aktatazela, upholiwe, guys. Upholiwe, guys. Yeah, you're gonna have to brush up on your American accents there, guys. See America, America. Tshwantse o tsebe go bua American, man. See, yo. Look at that. Here comes Bafana Bafana on the counter again. Hey, Wena. Hi, guys. Hi, Mbule. He doesn't have the pace for that, Nkota. He doesn't have the pace for that. You should have taken it to like, how? Hi, guys. Mbule's just having fun. Mbule's just having fun, guys. When I grow up, I want to be like Mbule, guys. Yeah?
It's like dancing. Yeah, it's like dancing with the ball. It's exciting, though.
Basically dancing with the ball. No, that was great by Mbule. But Nkota should read the room. Mbule doesn't have the pace to play to get that ball that Nkota played him. He should have maybe gone to Foster there. Oh, TLP. Oh, TLP, guys, 28 minutes. Bafana Bafana is leading Nigeria 1-0. You know what's nice about it? It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. Bo ina balona, eh? Bo Lukman, Adamola Lukman, Bo Iwobi. Shawa machita wala. Okay, umchito munyu use Saudi, but it's fine. Oh, you're going to Mexico. Oh, you're gonna go to Mexico and Canada. You don't wanna go inside America. The drunken master Shah. Guys. Khasi surprise, Oti, because Chiefs. Mara Chiti, we're having such a nice time. Such a nice time. Then when you want to bring Chiefs into this, I don't understand. Marahin, man. K says no DNA, just RSA. Tabak says, like, guys, this is our Bafana for now. Vele scenes. Ngeza numnandi. Romanian defender of the year, Ngeza. Speak to him nicely. Speak to him nicely when you see him. Okay, this is not something that I'd want from Bafana Bafana right now because they are retreating back. And what you don't want to do is to give these guys confidence. I'm seeing them going all 11 men at the back, 10 men at the back, 11 at the goalkeeper. I'm seeing them sitting a little bit deep. You don't want that to happen right now, especially with that shaky Nigerian defense, because you're going to give them confidence for them to come out and play. There have been questions about the pitch. The pitch is not the best. So you don't want, Williams, ish. As in these days, when Williams has the ball at the back, I get a little bit scared. Ball. A police. Ulisa, boy. Relax. We are footballing nation, Mr. OT. Your friends are using one camera. Who's my friends? Who's my friends? Very live, but isn't it crazy? There are so many talents like Bogazen, Bule, and SA. They just needed a chance as ADL. Victor knew this would happen, so he chose to fake an injury. Even Aina. Well, Aina was like, "Hi guys, I'm out. Leave me alone, please." Okay. The problem with the right-hand side is that there's no support for Abonkota. That's the problem with the right-hand side. I think they should be moving to shift it to the left because Police has a lot of space on that side. Let's get the second goal. See, almost our passports are dusted. It's apply. So my passport Tina in the next 2 weeks. OT, it is the right time to write. Please open a live to discuss Bruce's successor. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Do you know why the conversation about who's going to take over from Bruce is going to be interesting? Is because when we get there, do we want a Bruce-like coach who can continue on what Bruce was doing? Or are we going to do that thing where we want a South African to come in? No disrespect to any of the South African coaches. But, clear the ball! Heaven. You're being pressed in Funugdala. That's what got Sundowns killed in the Club World Cup. Lentoguchi, you're going to play, and you can't play versus some of these guys. They're serious players. Kopa go fund me. Yeah. Lina kaya kopa, guys. Lina kaya kopa. And Bule Lyle both needed. Supersport Rantis behind. Is it behind? Wait. Don't lie. 202. Where's the other one playing? Is it on 3? Oh, it's on SABC 2. Let's see. 32, 40. Wow, it is behind. Supersport is behind by like 10 seconds. Or 15. Oh, that's a big one. Hey, let me switch. We are 33 minutes into the game. Bafana Bafana are leading Nigeria 1-0. But what's interesting is that Nigeria is now getting a little bit of their feet on the ball. They're getting their composure back. They're starting to play the ball. You see, Tunyelwa, that overload on Tunyelwa's side is going to be the issue for me in this game. And of course, on the other side, on the left-hand side, because Apolis likes to come inside, it's gonna give Udaideng, Ukabini a lot more work. Should Nigeria do that thing they normally do, where they pull a CDM inside and then push wide with their guys, it might give Kabini a lot more work in this game when they start going forward. You see? So Apolis, if he can keep just covering. Nazo, Masiye Lail. Ay, Liman. Ow. Ay, that was a good chance. Ball one back up high by Bafana, played through to Lyle, who's just a tiny bit slow. And Frederick is able to catch him and win that ball back. But Bafana are back in... what a time, guys. What a time. Why would you type like that? Why are the Nigerians trying to do this now?
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I defend it.
My score prediction was 1-0 to Bafana. That was my score prediction. I said it was going to be 1-0 to Bafana. I'm going to keep it there for me. But yeah, I think it's still going to be a close game. I'm not saying that Nigeria has nothing, but Bafana are important. Guys, remember, as we head into halftime, this is a very interactive show. So there's two things I need from you. Number one, halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in who can speak to me and tell me what they're thinking about the game. We'll analyze the game together. Then if we can reach 25,000 likes, I will keep it open in the second half and let people come in. If you want to add your voice to the show, bottom of your screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. Click on it, request, I let you in and you can tell me what you're thinking. Can we please be mindful of each other when we do come in? So in the second half, when we do get to the 25, I'd like us to just... you come in, I'll give you a minute. I may ask you a question or two, and then we just keep it moving, because this show is not just about me sitting here and watching. It's about us sitting together and talking about the game. But in any case, here comes Bafana Bafana again. Just a misplaced pass there, unfortunately. Hey, Iwobi. Don't leave him 1v1. Cover. Lal is not a ball player. Why is he playing to his weakness? I think it's what's required, right? A lot of the time we mistake like a player like Machopa. Machopa is very good at setting up Apolis. I guess Abonkota would play under him, similar to Abozwane, Abo Pesi, the way they were getting balls, because he would win that first ball, because we don't play the ball up the middle necessarily as a country, right? So it's sort of what is needed if you're going to play with Abonkota. You cannot be a high striker while still having Kota and having Apolis, because part of your job is going to be to drag a centre back or two out of their positions to make that space in behind. That's why Nkota and Machopa worked so well together at Pirates, for example. That Machopa would drop back in and suck players in for the 2 players on the wings to go and score. The worry that I have in terms of our play is going to come down to, again, that relationship between Lyle, Apolis and Sipombule. How are they going to give each other the responsibility there? Because up to this point, Apolis has been the player who has taken the initiative in the team. Umbule, we know he has those touches, we have all that, but can you sacrifice that position of the 10 like that, if that makes sense? It's similar to like a Tito type situation for Pirates. Mr. Oti, you were right about Lyle the time you're debating your team. Oh, on 3-man press. Yeah, no, Lyle. I wasn't saying for me that Lyle is a bad player. He's not a bad player, Lyle. What I was saying is that sometimes we discredit players like Abomakhopa, who, whether you like it or not, was in the team that got us into a semi. We like to disregard some of the results that some players and even coaches give us because we don't like the way that they play. Valid if you don't like the way that he plays, but you can't take away what he has been able to do at Pirates. And Williams! Oh, wake up, Williams! Oh!
Wake up, wake up, nigga, wake up, nigga. Wake up, nigga.
Master Shesham Titi is no longer a finger. It's no longer a finger. What do you mean? Soccer made simple, Sipo, simplicity mbule. Oh, okay. No, I'll update it. Lebs, I'll update it. I'll update it at the start of the second half. The rivalry between SA and Nigeria is big. It goes deep, man. It goes deeper than rivalry on football. Way deeper than rivalry on football. Like even culturally, historically, xenophobically, all of those things. I've never panicked like this. Yo, hey, Williams, can this match end? Says Kamva, why are you shaking?
La Pinica. Who are now Pinica? The Pinica.
Bati Bedizikali, Naira Kali, Yonkito, man. It's like that corner to Nigeria. If they're going to get something, they'd probably have to do it from here, because we did mention that the Nigerian players are a bit bigger. And we know that one of Williams' weaknesses is set plays, is cross balls. Ooh, Dessa, the number 19, is quite a big striker. So, you know, I hope it's not a situation where push comes to shove, you take it wide, you cross the balls in, and you hope that the height and physicality wins out. Even though I love TLB, I think TLB would do an incredible job there. It would be a question of how long. But 40 minutes in, it's still looking good for Bafana Bafanavs. But yeah, one of the Sundowns keeper. I can't even eat. You can't even eat, Bafana. I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for Bafana to score. I wish. Okay, there's nothing that terrifies me more than corners. So many corners and crosses. Corners and crosses. Especially if they can push Abo Trusty Gong up. Or what if they can put that ball just in between the P spot and that small box? Williams doesn't come out. He struggles with coming out. Think about the games that Sundowns played versus like Emakesi, for example. Actually, it's not just Sundowns. Most of our teams in the PSL are never asked to face high balls, which is where they make the mistakes. Now, obviously, you can argue for Pirates that Koki came in after being out for a very long time, so maybe that's why it was a bit rusty. Mara, for the most part, when it comes to these type of things, literally P spot, and you might get something from this. Nkapolo, thank you, police. Nobali. Concentration phase. Okay, so, like I said, last 10 minutes of a half is what we call a critical phase. So what tends to happen in critical phases is either one or two things. This is why they call it critical phase, one or two things. Number one, you have a team that thinks that maybe they can score. So they start pushing a little bit more to try to get something before the halftime, before halftime comes. So you'd imagine maybe Nigeria starts pushing a little bit more so they can go into halftime 1-1, which then becomes critical because at the end of the day, the more you push, the more you open up. Teams usually can concede at this time. But the other side is also true. You have other teams that may be 1-0 up and think to themselves, half time. They're in the dressing room right now. They think it's a job well done, or they're going to start sitting back. Focus is very important in a critical phase. First 10 minutes of a game, last 10 minutes of a game, last 10 minutes of a half, first 10 minutes of the second half, last 10 minutes of the game. Those are the important moments in the game where your mind can kill you. And I don't want to see Bafana sitting all the way back. Oh, Gosam, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, Gosiami. Oh, hey, critical phase, man. Yes.
He's not make sure.
So you see what I was saying? It's not about crosses. It's not about set plays like corners. It's about crosses. Williams, South African players were not used to dealing with that. And if you need to do something, you do that if you want to beat. Oh, look at the positioning. Oh, look at the positioning. Oh, yo. That's what kills South African players. On crosses, the positioning. Yeah. Right before halftime. What did I say? What did I say? Critical phase. Critical phase. But it's fine. Yali Wempilen. Let's see what's going to happen. You see, what I'm worried about, this, funny enough, is the same problem that Banyana have. That they play great football, they're on top, they're doing all that stuff, and then what happens is, the moment the teams see that we can't match this team playing play for play, pound for pound like that, we're going to now start crossing this ball. And if they start crossing this ball, guys, I have flashbacks of Makesi, Chirambadare, Wanda Poemakubu. I have flashbacks of those type of games, especially our defenders usually. So Nati, we need to do something. There's 3 minutes to be added on. So guys, please get ready. The people who want to jump in and speak to me, please get ready. But yeah, yo.
Guys, lang disappoint na never to
I don't think VAR. Can Free State Stadium take VAR? I don't think it's a VAR stadium. Yeah, there's no VAR. I don't think it's a VAR stadium. Here they come. Look, now they're just going to throw the balls in. They're just going to throw the balls in. Counter. Go. Oh, ball. I am Bule. Don't let them get confident, guys. Don't let them get confident. Hey, not just Makesi, man. What's happening here? Whew. Oh. I'm so, wait. If Nigeria wants to win this game, just put it in. You've got 3 players there. Too far. You will be too far. Nigeria playing the ball around our box dangerously. But then, oh, nice one. Nice recovery. Katatazela, man, Katatazela. I just wanted to get to halftime. There we go. They're now going to get confidence in the second half. Williams today is not make sure. Guys, Williams. I mean, I tell you guys this all the time. Williams take the ball high. But it's not just Williams. It's the defenders too. They don't know where the people they are meant to be marking are. right? So you can't get beaten like that. You can't have a running head start or allow somebody a running head start to come in. Anyway, it is halftime, so let me see who's here so we can discuss. Let me see who's here so we can discuss what's going on here. Stereophonic, my brother, welcome.
Hey, halftime can change a lot. It just, you know, I was scrolling through the socials and I decided, no, let me go west. Let me see how much they are shaking. And the truth be told, they were shaking. They know they were shaking. The meaning was very strong. If you minya, that's what you are seeing there. But because now they scored, now the artaples have grown. And I once mentioned in the group that for Nigeria to get something out of us, better helicopter football and defend like you are 2001 Jomo Cosmos. Helicopter football.
You're exposing your age now. So where do you think it went wrong, Stereophonic?
To be honest with you, we just took our foot off the gas, and to an extent where you can see Nigeria growing in confidence. They're gonna notice now, and I should believe they're noticing that the crosses, the aerial balls, we're not dealing with them the way we're supposed to. So in other words, I think what I'm expecting now is for Tolu to come in.
Okay.
And then they'll whip those balls into the box. I think I've been impressed with Nkota so far because he's been giving their left back something to work with. And I think the way we've been attacking has been good. I think we just put our foot off the gas. That's what I've seen. So I expect not the same for Bafana, but for Nigeria, I expect helicopter football.
Let me bring in Liago Refumo Capital.
This days all alone. Yes,
my brother, tell me about this game, but welcome.
No, man. On my side, I think we started well. We did play quite well with a bit of low block, looking to break with our police and Nkota speed. It did pay well. Unfortunately, Nigerian defenders are big, man. Those guys are giants. Even the guy who scored, half of our team is in his shoulders, so you can't jump as high as him. And I think what was supposed to happen is William anticipating crosses, because if he went out, he was going to be able to just to give it a bit of a touch and just slightly deflect it away from the header. Also, Ungezana there. If Ngezana competed, it was going to look like it's a penalty, because you compete, you go high, the guy go high as you, is holding you. It will look like you're jacking him off the ball. So it was a tricky situation for me there. However, even though it's a handball, but it was not supposed to score. The guy realized that if he misses through the head, I don't know where the lineman was looking, but that was supposed to be a handball. So for me, I'm scared, man. I think I'm tatazeling for the second half, because they will put the tall guy, I don't even know his name, as a kind of a false nine that comes through slightly towards the box, waiting for those crosses. And this is our tatazela. But if they want to play the ball on the low, looking for throw passes down, Mbogazi, I don't think Mbogazi is a human being, man. How does he fight with those guys physically? A 19-year-old boy. But other than that, man, we might have a problem second half. And we don't have any player on the bench that can be as physical as them. Our defenders can match the physicality, but we can't match the height. That's
Gezana's on a yellow. Gezana's on a yellow.
Oh, shucks. Oh, yeah.
Gezana's on a yellow.
It's about to be worse. Because now if Gezana is on the yellow, they might
Yeah.
push him to an extent that he might even get a red card.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, Nigerian players are experienced players. Even though we are competing with them on the field, which means playing in the Premier League, it's no longer class now. Only in South Africa, given our good performance of our league. But we might struggle, man. And they might push Ngezara. They have experience. They might play towards him, play high ball because they know he's the only one who can compete aerially. Bogazi can't. Bogazi is a guy that can compete on the ground. So I don't know how we can go in the second half. People because they love Mufokeng, they might say Mufokeng, but I don't think. I don't know. That's all I can say right now.
Let me go to Patrick. Patrick, welcome to the show. How are you?
How's it, Mr. Oti?
I don't know how it is, man. But it's fine. How do you see this game? Welcome.
You said I'm dazzling earlier on, but now, you see, I don't think Williams is a good keeper. Let's be honest. In the box, there are keeper privileges. You jump, they touch you, you fall, the referee blows. He didn't even attempt to even challenge the ball. That's what irritated me about that situation over there. That just jump and challenge for the ball. One slight touch from the Nigerian player, you get the call from the referee. He did not even do that. So he does not understand his goalkeeping privileges that he has in the box or in that 18 yards. So that's one thing. Number two, I think we need somebody who can just support Ngota and Apolis, somebody who's fast, somebody who can run. Because Nigeria, in the last 7 or 8 minutes, they were pushing up high and they were leaving those gaps. And in the middle, they're leaving a lot of gaps in the middle. I've noticed that they are now attacking with the width because they're trying to get those crosses in. But right in the middle, there's too much gap there that we can exploit. And then with maybe 3 or 4 pacey players, we can get them off guard. Maybe Nabali will try to do sweeping, but Nabali is slow. We know Nabali. Nabali is a slow player. But we just need somebody. And I don't think Mbule is giving us that. We just
I was gonna ask you, who do you sacrifice, Mbule or Foster?
I think Foster is a striker, so Foster knows his responsibilities. I don't think Mbule will give us much at this point. We just need somebody who keeps them, who can push them back so that they don't attack that as they did in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Because right now, if you put Mufokeng to say play 10 here, and then let the police and Ngota still play their roles, and then Mufokeng to just join them late, I think Nigeria will think twice before they attack. That's my submission for today, Mr. Oti.
Let me go to Bongs. Bongs, champ, welcome. Tell me about this game.
Oti, I'm just looking at Kelvin Basile Ngwata's battle. Because Basi also has power over speed sa Ngwata. So Ogatile Ngwata Raskaba Hono Bapala his normal air ball. So Omakile too much. So we can't create a Gamoka right hand side thing. We fail to create in the right hand side because it's a battle that side.
But Bongs, is it a case where maybe Nkota is used to having the ability, is used to having a Van Rooyen or somebody behind him that joins him high up, but now Lika Kwakomraho and Tom Dunielo can't take a chance to go forward?
Dunielo has to stay back because now but when Basabis are power over PCR, so have a their normal football, the normal football they play. It's not like KPSL. These are the big guns that are Nigeria. It's them being playing hard because they know what's at stake for them.
Bongs, tell me about Mbule, Apolis, that front, those front players. How do you feel about how they're playing?
I still feel for Apolis, he still needs to stop playing this thing of individual play. He's trying to be more of a hero, Yarona, than playing like a team player. So this is where now I would prefer Mufokeng who could also know how to play like a team rather than playing for yourself. Because this is a crucial game. You don't need to just play for yourself right now. For Foster thing, I think Foster needs to stay in the box more and try and wait for the ball.
Okay. Bongs, let me go to Preston. Preston, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hola, Oti, sharp Philly.
Sharp, Prastomi uthini nge-first half.
Oti, from the first whistle, Nandi Bone lays of a physical game. You could tell, even while Aina Kawapumengal, you could tell by a game of physicality. And then we'll go, until 36 minutes. I've seen in Nigeria gain nice strength and they believe that they could play in this game. And I am a bit worried we defensive, more special on the side of Ungezan. Secondly, Ungezan is already booked to play game on a yellow card. Now you could tell, but Akasa's committed that much. As a result, we see tell Pearson umsebenzi omninzi. Utell him now the maze 8 left center back yet. Umbona ngoku umbona se right, umbona se left. So which means yonke into is on his shoulder. Thirdly, no problem yam midfield. Each and every time when he start the ball at the back, Williams ufuneka ibhola edlale in the middle. And I in Enzagay, they're closing wide in Nigeria so that we can play quick midfield. Now, eyona nto ndiyithandayo about Umbula in this game, abantu they could so negative about him. But one thing that I like Ngombula, and I will emphasize this point, Coach Hugo made a good call by calling Umbula. Umbula, you can interplay and interlink midfield yet, ne forwards yet. And if you can tell and check, if the game back to us, no Masangani in this game, ebezo strugglisha to uphold the ball, akwazi udlala iball. So Umbula is capable of doing that. Then on the side of Kangot, that game is too physical. But one thing that I like, Upasi might win if physique, but Ungote with speed, we are winning a game. So what we need to do, we need to police to play as a team. Otherwise, we can play in this game. But I'm a bit worried with second half because as much as you see in Nigeria, they're starting to believe they can play more special on crosses because basketball now we can struggle. Now, what do we need in the second half? I think we need to come back with the same team, but unless we're to close that gap, so because there's no cutting. Otherwise,
I'm going to ask everybody for their prediction quickly as we head back. Stereophonic changes, if any, and predictions very quickly.
As far as changes are concerned, I think Bruce needs to decide that are you going for it or are you just trying to keep it as solid as possible? Because eventually you have to bring in Bata just to keep. But then what happens is that you sacrifice the creativity that I see Mfuken for Apolis and maybe Ndamane for Ngezana, which is quite bold, but for also height because Mulei-san, we can't have two fairly sized center backs while you have tall strikers up there. So I think I see it'll remain 1-1 or just 2-1 to South Africa. My
brother. What is happening? Yeah, guys, apologies. My TikTok just flamed out here. Let me see if I can get back in here. Apologies to those watching on YouTube, guys. If you want to add your voice to the show, remember, you join me live while I'm here. Oh, there we go. I flamed out. But anyway, the second half is about to start. The players are coming out. But yeah, guys, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Apologies for that. I'm unsure what was going on there, but then we'll just continue on the conversation. I'll see if I can't get Stereophonic back on to just continue his thoughts. Bongs, changes for the second half, changes and score prediction?
I'm hoping for a 2-1 win here.
Would you change anything right now?
I'd wait a little bit, but I'd still want to bring Reyners for Foster, then I'd bring Mofokeng in for our police.
Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh, guys, what's happening now? Everything is not thingying now. Okay. We'll see what's gonna happen. Let me just make sure that the timers and everything are fine. Bongs, thank you so much for joining me. Yo, guys, I got cut here. I don't know what's happening right now with my TikTok, but it's okay. We'll continue on. Oh, well, look at that now. Yo, hey. Okay, look. Some changes there, but look, I think the thing about South African football, guys, and what worries me about South African football at times is that, you know, we look good, we look lively, we look like something's happening, but the problem is the other teams start beating us very basic, where thina simnandi siyajika senzani. If you think about the game that Mamelodi Sundowns played versus Dortmund, for example, Sundowns, for long stretches of that game, looked far and away the better team, right? Far and away. But when it came down to it, they just couldn't finish it off, and then the basics started kicking in. I saw Bafana starting to, for those who were here, I saw Bafana starting to sit back, and I thought to myself, sitting back is not the best thing to do, because besides the threat of crosses and set plays, you give the other team confidence. And Nigeria are not teams that you want to give confidence to when playing these type of important games. You have to try and get a goal from somewhere, try and play, try and get a secondary play, you know. So it's going to be interesting how Bafana approach the second half, because you do know that Nigeria is going to stay physical. I think they've brought in a couple more players that can be a little bit more creative for them right now. They're going to be looking for the break. They're going to be looking to pressure specifically Ungezana, because Ungezana right now is sitting with a yellow card. And when you sit with a yellow card like that, we cannot afford to get a Bruce Naisagamile, Nkosiam. You know, there's small signs. There's small signs when you see frustrating, when you see Abu Bruce standing up, and I start shaking. Why don't you go to here, bro? Because yeah. Wow. Billy is going to score in the 70th minute. I've seen this movie before. Look, as long as we can. What I was going to say was that I think something that's killing the team right now is also just the build-up. So when you have Nkota on the pitch, when you have an uplift on the pitch, I think it helps you to move the ball a lot quicker, even if it means that you play that route one. Maybe you need Mbule to play more of an Allende type of game where he comes back and he's the one that maybe finds that fancy pass, that expensive pass, right, out as quickly as possible. The way that we freed Nkota in that first half for that on goal is exactly what we're meant to be doing over and over and over again, where you have a player who maybe take responsibility just in front of those two sixes and play through. But the moment you take a little bit too long and you sit back, it becomes a bit tough. On goal and handball, arena number 10, Lisedi. Yeah, arena number 10. It's the question I was asking about Apolis, Mbule, Foster and Kota. Apolis seems to be the player that's dropping back in to get the ball. So even that link that you want from the defense to the midfield, you'd want Mbule to be more of like an Allende type of player, to take that responsibility to go fetch the ball. But it's interesting. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying we're playing bad. I'm not saying that anything is bad. I'm just saying that usually what tends to happen is that you lose out on the basics. I use the Pirates game as an example. The Pafos game is the one I always use, where I'm like, Pirates was on fire, but that team just nailed a couple, 2-3 passes up the wing, and they were able to score, for example. You know, Nigeria was able to play that long ball. You've seen now, especially in the second half so far, they've put on the taller striker there, and they've been playing long balls to him directly. now to try and get Lookman to run off of him. So if you check it, the way that they've set up, it's become sort of like a 4-4-2, where what's going to happen is Lookman is going to just look to eat off of number 13. I just don't know his name, but number 13. They've gone to a 4-4-2. So that's going to be very interesting. When we're playing out, again, I think our front players need to come and interact with the ball. They need to come and interact with the ball. They need to come back and make themselves available, because what's happening is, look at how we've got 4 players in the Nigeria box waiting for the ball. You're looking out wide to Dunyelo, that side as well. And now when you try and build through the phases, you're outnumbered at the back. So now you're trying to Mahupa, Lyle Foster. Right? So it's so interesting to watch, like, the different approaches of the game. And it feels like Bruce's team from the AFCON, where the midfielder was playing with Utebs, was Pepelo. Oh, there we go. Guys. And Gezana can't throw himself there. Yaya's Tole, yes. Yaya's Tole, where they both couldn't play the ball up. Right across our goal. I'm worried. Bro, where's everybody? I'm surprised the match isn't sold out. I guess Tuesdays was tough. It looked like it was raining a little bit earlier. Sorry, Bog, sorry. I'm just trying to see the configuration of this team. Don't let him cross. Don't let him cross. Don't let him cross. It's becoming messy. Somebody needs to be sacrificed. It's becoming messy. Guys, I'm going to try open multi-guest again. For some reason, my multi-guest isn't opening. So I can hear from you guys what you're thinking. Like someone who will combine those passes. Yeah, somebody who can fetch the ball. Like somebody who can help out in bringing up that ball. Or else you're just going to have to cheat and go long and hope Lyle can win that first ball for you. Which is something that Mahupa was very good at. Okay, let me see what happens if I do this. Aha, wait. I'm so sorry, guys. Just dealing with this technical issue here. Faster, faster, faster. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. How? Okay, so it's a change. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Man, how's it?
I'm good, my dog. Tell me, what do you feel about the second half so far? And the game so far, actually.
I'm not feeling well about this game. OT. Actually, nje, I wanted the game to end. My such 1-0. Engathi yonga vele baqede siwini chaye man. Because I could feel the goal in Nigeria coming. Yabo. And defense yakhona seems like iqinile. Yabo. I don't know if we'll be able to break it. But I think we need good substitutes. Mokwena, I don't think he's giving us much. I think Umbata, if he can come in, there's good chemistry between him, no Mbule. Yeah, but I think he's also a physical player. He has physique. Yeah, but so he won't be bullied easy. And also Urinas. Yeah, man. Urinas must come in for Forster. He must come in. I think he's standing up. I don't know. I think they might pull him in. He's a player that can make.
No, go on. Sorry about that. Go on.
Yes, I think Urinas is a good player to make runs, because in order to break the defense there, we need someone also a run. Yabo, especially when Abonkota have the ball. Yabo. So Umbule as well. I think he's comfortable when he's playing with Abombata kanje, to make those diagonal runs and drag defenders with him, so that Abonkota can cut inside as well. So yeah, you had a question. I think you had a question.
No, I wanted to ask you, what would your approach be? Would it be long balls? Would it be pure transition? How would you tell the team to play?
Yeah, we beke kahle nje OT. Kule game le, we need a transition. We need to transition, especially with the long balls. I think our police he gave Forster a good run there, but I think his pizza that was a good opportunity. And if Rinas, that could have been something. So I need to see more of that OT, especially on transitions with the long balls to Abonkota and Abu. Now you Forster if Rinas again. So yeah, I think late games I win a transition instead of like trying to outplay in Nigeria, because they are big, man. Defense are man.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, there we go. Patrick, tell me about what you're seeing so far. Welcome back.
I don't know what happened, but anyway, let's move. I don't know. I think we've lost the spark at the front. I think our players are just scared now to even venture forward. We need to freshen the legs, just to have players from the bench that are maybe watching the game in a different spectrum. Like what's this guy? Soweto said something about Lyle Foster. I think Lyle Foster is not mobile enough. So we need Ikram Reynolds is very mobile and also can play as a number 10 in a way. He just knows how to play as a false 9 sometimes. He's good on the ball, he can pass. We just need that Mbokazi pass, that diagonal pass. Those are the passes that we need at the moment. Because Nigeria is pushing very hard. They are very confident that they're even pushing the high line. So I think we can profit from that if we really want to win this game. But I don't think Madala is going to do that. I think Madala is just going to try to protect the draw. I don't think he wants to win the game.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
When you look at this game, is it a case of Bafana had a structure or Bafana just have really good players? If you get what I'm saying.
I do get what you're saying. I think we have good players, and just at the end of the half, they got shook. They got a shock of their life, and now they are playing like a team that is scared, that is thinking, oh, Nigeria has quality. We are not quality.
Yeah.
But in the most of the first half, they shown that they are better quality. They paused the game. So I don't know what switched the mentality of our players. It just needs to be, maybe Madala also shouted at them at the halftime break, because they look like players that are not prepared to take risk now. They just look like players that just want to protect the result as it is.
Yeah. Before I let in touchline stories, I remember saying there was a game when Sundowns was playing where I said that sometimes you don't even need to press them. You just need to wait and dare them to play a pass. Dare them to play a pass that you then swallow. So you don't need to run at Williams. You don't need to do all of those type of things. What Nigeria is doing right now is just literally sitting in structure and just moving ever so slightly to the left and the right, forcing that at some point you're going to have to play that ball long, which is something that in some games Williams has struggled with. In some games Sundowns has struggled with too. When a team is not willing to interact with your playing out from the back the way that maybe you want them to. Nigeria is showing a lot of discipline, actually, in the way that they're playing this game now. I don't know if it's going to give them anything, but you can see the differences in maybe the plan. I think Bafana could still get something. Come, Foster. Yo. We're waiting for a counter. We're waiting for chaos. We need Mfukeng. We need those players that thrive in a transition, your Reinas, right? Especially when you get into the spaces where you've brought Nigeria into your box. They've come into your box, they've started pushing up. But Nigeria has gone back to a back five. I'm getting flashbacks of the AFCON game where they did a similar thing and they just allow Osimhen to go and run ragged up top and bring that physicality up there. If we remember that game that ended with the penalties. But anyway, let me go to Touchline Stories. Touchline Stories, tell me, welcome. Tell me about this game.
Hey, Proud, if we win this game, it will be like, I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot even try to go strength for strength. These guys are big guys. We need to be honest with ourselves. The only plan that we have here is to go on transaction. That's the only way we can win this game. Because strength for strength, they are big. So I really liked how Nkota approached this game. He was trying to teach that guy Upaisi. I think that's how we can also win this game, through free kicks, through those set pieces. That's another way that we can win this game. Strength for strength, and we just need to be intelligent with the way we wanna play.
So when you're watching this game, if I was to put you in charge of Bafana for the next 30 minutes, what would you do?
The only substitution that I think it will work out for us, I think, is to try to bring in Mfukeng. I think we need someone who will teach these players. They are too aggressive on our players. That's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
So bring in God. Mfukeng, man.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just couldn't hear you there. I don't know what's happening right now. No, my brother, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? If we do now go play the Nigerians, I mean, this would be the second time that we're meeting Nigeria now, and it would end with the draw, similar to the last time we saw them. The last time before that they beat us. Should we be worried about when we go to a World Cup, when we go to an AFCON and we're playing against the big guys, that it ends like this?
If we are playing like this, if we are still going to continue playing like this, we should be worried. Definitely, we should be worried. I don't want to lie. Because it seems like it's not even the same team that was playing against Lesotho. Maybe, I don't know if Lesotho were a weaker opponent. I don't know. Maybe Lesotho were a weaker opponent, and then we just told ourselves maybe we are going to World Cup. But going to World Cup, I think we need to be prepared enough.
Okay.
And I don't think the structure. I think it's about South Africa having good players.
Yeah. Okay, my brother, I'm gonna jump in. Refumo. Now that I know that it bothers you, yeah.
Next time I'll join with my personal account, return prayer, I'm telling you. No longer Mutari, no longer anything, prayer.
But tell me about this game. 63 minutes in, it's 1-1. It's been a little bit dull. We don't have the same control we had from the first half. How do you feel about it, and what do you think should be done here?
Look, for me to be honest with you, and I feel like it's not the right place to play Lyle anymore. Lyle, maybe the first half he was aggressive with them, but now I beg to differ with people that saying we can sub Mbule. You know, one thing about Mbule, he might not be as visible as you would think, but the way he turns, once he turns, he have -3 millimeters alone, and his passing range is very good. So I personally I will swap Lyle for Reyners. So we play with a front fast players. So that immediately we break and turn, you know that you have Yonkota. Eventually I'll sub Nkota for Sivilivili. Once you break, you know that you have those fast pace players, and I think that will capitalize from that because Lyle, he's slightly delaying the game. Even when he gets the chance, he does not have the pace to challenge the Nigerian defenders. Because if a ball is held by someone like Urenas, Nigerian defenders are forced to tackle. They're forced to commit fouls around the box. So that alone, I think, will give us something. But Aulin Sabumbule, I think Bule, the way he turns, he gives us something very, very good. So
yes.
I'm a bit delayed.
Yeah.
I'm a bit delayed.
Oh, sorry. So I wanted to ask you. I know you were speaking about getting the ball up and playing the ball in behind and playing a pace game. Can Bafana play that pace game in this? Who's gonna make the pass? Are we looking to Mbogazi to do what he does at Pirates? Are we looking to Mbule to drop deep? Who's playing the pass for you?
Sure, good question. Look, make Obas. Obas has already a card. Yeah. I was about to say make Mbogazi as an out and out number 6 because right now we're. You see, Lyle, anyway, I'm looking at what you're looking at. So, Mbogazi, I mean, look, Obas, I was going to say play Obas as an out and out number 6 and take mokwena plays like kind of an 8, and then we play with a front 3 that is fast. And then we draw. What you realize now, I know Nigeria is trying not to lose. They're playing with a back 5 now. Yeah. So rest assured, it will be difficult. But during those moments where they feel like they will score, they'll start committing more players. And with Sibilibili or Nkota does what he did first half, stay wide and far. Just sit there. With that break, we can do something because rest assured, if you have Nkota holding the ball, you know pace of Urenas can catch up with him. Pace of Apolis can catch up with him. So you have that dynamic in front, even though it's not going to be easy. But once you play behind the Nigerian defense, you will force Unwabali to be a sweeper now. And we know he's a bit aggressive, he's a bit reckless sometimes with his things. He might even get a card within that, given how emotional the game is to him. So I think we need to do that. I know we're not going to get a lot of those, but get 1 and 2 of those will start to force also the midfielders of Nigeria to start falling back. Now they will go back to a back 6, a back 7 because they're afraid of the too fast-paced players. I think that will give us something than what we are playing, because right now they will keep on playing. They'll keep on throwing the kitchen sink. That's what they need now, and they might catch us. So my predictions, because since.
No, wait. You're gonna see it just now. Bogazi, but hey, Bogazi is a star. Yeah, he's a star. Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah, so my prediction, my heart says Chiefs 2. I'm saying Chiefs. Bafana 2-1. But my mind and the football mind, it's saying we might lose this game 2-1.
Okay.
Before the last minute, what happened?
I'm saying before I bring in Austin Tabi, Guys, remember, add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the right time. Vutlari is seeing it now. You'll have the right time. So right now, the timer says 23, which means that it's actually 68 when you add 45. That is how it works in the second half. Bogazi pushing forward, almost chipping the goalkeeper. He's not real. NDK is asking about Bogazi is not real. Bogazi is an alien. I don't know where Pirates got Bogazi from, but he's an alien. Ay, what dalam fanole. How's in Tabi?
Updated Mela.
Nake rutoma ko stadium mo sometime.
Updated ke tswa Limpopo khona ke khutla maobane ke jobeke ke tla fetela Bloemfontein.
Palamo ya Bloemfontein awusithi hape ke go Freestata man.
Re ntse re tseba hore fela masele ba tla re hela yalo ba tla starta stadium ba tshwarise ma Nigeria stress because ne sentse ba complain ba re ba la lena le etsa ba ne ba tshaba support ene mono nong ba tseba hore e tla tlantsha bafana ha iyo taba bona ene na re tlo apala draw le bona e hlile ntshwarisa mala the way ba rasitseng ka teng from last game ya bona le Rwanda e ka re ba shapile Rwanda 5-0 ka teng ba ne South Africa bring our 3 point e ka re ba shapile Rwanda 5-0 ne ba otlile 1-0 e ba e defendileng hore ka last 15 minutes ba eme ba pakile ba sa tloya anyway so ne ke batla ebe re ba winner today le draw le bona ha intabisi
Awusintabi re shota kae mona re shota kae
Abdoti ha ka sheba to be honest ntse ke mametse wena ke nka kwa le kwa ho mingile
re mentse ke dutse so
wa wana le no tjena ha o bua ke tlamehile ke switch TikTok ke khutle ke kenye dstv ke jwalo gore ke busy
jwale awusitha re ko botse last question bona ra wina game in
modimo ena na mihlolo mere ke le yona e ka nna etsa la ka nna ga thola 1 goal ya ba 2-1 ga ba ja ya ba kwala story sena sa Nigeria ba tsamaye ba e ha bo bona bojalo ba se ka ba ga batletse sa futhi mo ba fogofe hey
Uzintabi wa ruhaka mara uzintabi hey let me bring in the King Soma. The King Soma, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Prouty.
Hey, my brother, welcome.
Long time.
Long time. Tell me about this game.
I think for me, Nane, we win the match. It's possible singai win.
Yeah.
But into ngiyibonile uNkabini I think uyalekha kancane or ngizothi uKhathele. Ka left. In Nigeria ngaso sonke isikhathi mas attack ivela la ka left. Luck enough ucomplimentwa umbokazi. Lucky enough is no moves. The star player is not golden boy like South Africa. 8 defender. Mbogazi is the best.
I agree.
I think last time sigcina ukubona into esora South Africa sagcina ngomabizela.
Yeah.
So mhlambe mina benga one asiqale silungise lapha emuva because ngamani phele so iNigeria ayingakori kithi asinga concede manje. So ngiqala ngilungisa i back four yami mangifaka Opri awuhambi awuyiphambili you understand
okay
then ngiyamdonsa apolice ngifaka umfukeni
bafuna ukulwa yini manje
then ngiyamdonsa umhawunkotha sibilibili Fosla Renas. I will leave Master Chef nalama passes wakhe because ngicabanga omunye umuntu engingacabanga ngaye since ene yellow card overs shuthi lapho sengizodonsa umbatha bese ngithi Mrembule straight number 6 mbatha 8 mbule 10 nakhona just ngiwariswa ile yellow card but akukho kusamoshakela yeah let Opri mangimfaka ngiyamtshela ukuthi Opri don't go forward then I will bring umfukeni esayidini lakhe umfukeni skillful speedy technique is good we can get something
manje ufaka uOpri Singamfaka umuntu onayo kortinyana uzongena umfishane number 1 and then number 2 why singakhulumi ngokuthi Mbatha Mokwena shootang man.
Yeah, lapha ku OT ngizwe kahle. Lapha ku Obas, uObas nakhona ingoba sekane yellow. Just ukumprotecta sengiyamdonsa ngifaka uMbatha. Nethi ngiworried ngalomfana unkabini. iNigeria ingena kuyena.
Okay.
Or maybe ngiyamdonsa ngimbizele line in boy. Stay focused, switch on. Stay focused, labantu bavela la. Or either ngizothi bavela kuyena kanti mhlambe naye unkotha ngoba uyose side nelingapha akasam compliment mhlambe useya forward kuphela. Mele ngifunde lapho ukuthi naye unkotha uyakhona inthabu yam assist because ngiyambona usenokudideka umfana.
Okay, no, for time itingene ngifaka uTerence 74 minutes in uthini game. Welcome
Mr. Oti, how's it, my brother?
Hey, I'm stressed, my brother.
You are better, and I am stressed to the core. But first of all, before talking about stress, let me compliment Mbogazi, my man.
No, he's an alien, that one.
Let me tell you something. Without further ado, Mbogazi is an international player. I think Pirate will lose Mbogazi coming next season. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's his last season this season. Another thing is our coach doesn't see things in real time, my brother. These people are overloading the middle field. They want us to play long balls for them to win aerial balls. Why are we playing long balls? Play Fagu so we can play Chopela 1-2-1-2. We need skillful players in this game. These people are physical and tough. I don't know what's so difficult from our coach to see this. You know, yesterday, the other day I said about Hugo Bros is a master against Lesotho. Wait up until you see your plumber game here, Nigeria. You will see your plumber game in Nigeria. This is a real plumber, my brother. First of all, OT, okay. We need to pull out Batusi. Yes, it's true. We are skeptical. You understand? You pull out Batusi, Tebza, le talent with a deep six. You understand? We're playing too much negative football, my brother. There's no skill, there's nothing going forward. Front three, Lyle Foster, do it. There's nothing happening. Simfuna ngama long balls. Why do we need to get the guy with long balls? Why? Why? If ever I see danger, Mr. Uti. I see danger.
So do you are you saying that the game versus Lesotho and those guys have maybe blinded us a little bit, and when you start playing Nigeria, who we draw with last time, who knocked us out of AFCON?
This is the football that we played CAF. It's just that we had better players. Route 1 football, scope and donor, every man behind the ball, counter attack. Let me tell you something in this case. It's whereby, my brother, you needed a temper as well. Somebody to calm the game down. Someone to receive the ball. Someone to say, oh, relax. In this incident, Sipo was supposed to call the ball. Guys, relax. Kill the tempo of the game. Relax, guys. We don't need to play. But at this moment, we are playing right in Nigeria's hands. We are playing right in Nigeria's hands because we're playing the kind of football that they want us to play against them. Hey, this guy, my brother, he's make us look good and stuff. We thank him for his hard work and everything, but hey, Mr. Uti, they look dangerous going forward.
No, but for time about to jump in, guys. We are 77 minutes in. Very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly, Mr. Uti. It shows that we lack a number 10s in South Africa. It shows Uti, we don't have ball players.
I don't even think it's that. Do you know my problem with this game is, if I'm being honest with you, when Nigeria wins the ball, if you see, they've done the same thing 4 or 5 times. Direct, fast, number 10, 1v1 versus one of the centre backs trying to cut in and take a shot. They don't waste energy, they don't waste time. They know exactly where the ball is going. I think with us as South Africans, a lot of the time, we want our players to be individual heroes. And they need to come up with something instead of us saying, when push comes to shove, can we go, the ball must go here and go here and go here. And we must do it 3 times. If we're going to release Ukota, we must release him 3 times from here to here to here directly. But Ridala open ball. Like Ridala ball see or no. There's a star player who's going to step up. And I don't think it's a problem for a lot of games. But there's some games where you just need to get a formula and just hit that thing, move your how, 2, 3, and get something from there. That's what Nigeria is doing. They're sucking us in. As soon as they win the ball, it's either going to Lookman on the other side, or it's either going to the number 10. They play it within 2-3 passes. They know exactly what they're doing to get there. That's my worry.
It's okay, Mr. Util. Let's just watch the entire game and hope for a draw so these people can go out of the race. If they draw today, they are out of the race.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out of the race. So, inshallah, my brother.
Thank you, Tereze. Inshallah. Yo, Mbulen, inshallah. Guys, 79 minutes. Look, that's from me, that's what I'm seeing. That like we are waiting for a hero to arise. We don't have a structure as to how we're gonna get that hero in. And it's a conversation we had the one day here on the show and on 3-Man Press about our other players. So if we need Apolis to score, we can't be letting Apolis run 1v1 every single time. We need Nkota to score. Nkota turns his player, then it's 2v1 versus the defenders. Like even if you look at the structure of what we're doing right now, whenever Nigeria goes forward, there's actually some spaces right in front of the defense because we've got I think it's 3 or 4 players up top waiting for the ball. But maybe this is it. You see, but you guys understand what I'm saying? Like when Kimang Foster gets into that situation, what are the secondary runners doing? So now we've seen our players going 1v1 versus the defenders instead of there being something where we go, okay, Maso Figalana, the keeper's done this, Konomuntu top of the box, play it there, right? That's what I'm worried about with the way that we play our football. It works when it works. I'm not saying it's bad, Mara. It's hero ball. Putosekasi, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you? You don't understand.
Suminya bro, at least 1-1 is right.
Oh, utini 81 minutes. Ngitshela ke utini ngeke. Bona.
Hey, bayasihlasela mara second half. Silazy kancinci bayasihlasela second half, but what I'm thinking into kubana makangamkhuphi uMr Chef. uMr Chef uyakwazi ugcina ibhola. Amnike that information into makayigcina ibhola ayitshale ngexesha eli-right. Unkotha uyasincedisa. I think betine problem na kwa first half nelicala ka-Apolice. At least buno ka-chale ngorele kwelacala. Sike simgcina u-Apolice afake urele athathe lento ne-Sundowns i-striker ese-Sundowns akhuphe lento wanidlala e-England. Nje sibe ne-flex leg phaa efront abantu abane-pace abazukwazi usebenza nje siphazamise nje iNigeria because iza ngamandla ngoku and ayisokolisi xa ifika ku-18 area iyakhaba ayidingi ufuna ungena eboxini. So basinokwenza ezo changes phaa ngaphambili then amnike i-instruction umbule umbule keep the ball mbule because uyakwazi uzotshajwa ngabantu ababini then ngo-minus ke ngokabo.
So then, Mopegile in this. Okay, there we go. Sipho Mbule and Apolis are coming off. ngena usibelebele nombatha. Yeah, sibelebele nombatha, yeah.
Still okay. It's still right nanjalo. Yabona usibelebele uzasinika again la running.
Mara ngifuna ukubuza
lomfana manje bese kwa Stellenbosch lo Sundowns.
Oh Reyners. Mara ngifuna ukubuza is a draw okay lan? Do you think that both the Bafana Bafanavs draw?
I-draw right because iyayikhupha iNigeria kwi-race i-draw. Khabona bamenyelela umthandazo wabo wala 3 points ndingawazi uyabazi bawufumane nini. Because i-draw yona iyabakhupha bona badinga uwin kuze babe busy babe kwi-race. Thina i-draw si-covered. Siya ku-17 points.
Mara mabangakora last minute lana slow city sidlalela i-draw
again competition. Siyabafaka kwi-competition. That's why it's important, but let's try to get the goal, Mr. T. With ever sifumani goal. Last 5 minutes, let's try to observe the pressure. Sikiyeke ukwenza ama-set pieces, ama-unnecessary. Because ezintwana umbokazi bafutshane, then bazasibetha.
Okay, no, but
Mr. Uthi, uyakhumbula ndisithi kuwe kwi-final ye-Pirates ne-Pyramids. Uyakhumbula kwi-final ye-Pirates ne-Pyramids ndisithi kuwe i-draw iyayifavor i-Pirates, but i-Pirates mayihambela ngexesha in the very same time. Sijonge isikhathi singahleli si-attacker sifuna into esingayaziyo. Ever siyayifumana le draw, let's keep it. But ke wosibe nabantu abaclever bakwazi ukugcina ibhola singayilahli.
Manje mina ngisaba leyo nto ukuthi i-Pirates thought that a draw would be enough, but then it wasn't. I wonder, like they got to a point where it wasn't enough, badliwa. So yeah, mina ngisaba yona mina.
Mr. T. Nesikhathi siyasebenza. Ilangithi nesikhathi siyasebenza ebholeni. It's very important to check the time and keep the information with players. Good, hey, let's do this because we don't have time. Because that's what I take okoko sibe sibona basifumene into besifuna. At least even i-draw is we can cover it.
Okay. No, my brother, thank you so much for joining. Guys, 85 minutes. It is still 1-1. Bafana are waking up. Danko. Bafana Bafana are waking up right now. A little bit. I think they're going to try and critical phase the game, similar to what Nigeria did to us in the first half. My worry is that the margins are so fine. You think back to Pirates and Pyramids, you think back to Sundowns and even Pyramids, you think back to some of the games that have been played where it was close until it wasn't, and if you didn't take advantage of whatever you could have been given, you will get hurt at some point, right? And these are the things I'm speaking about. Unkota, he can't be alone. Come, Belebel. You can't be alone. You have to come and help out. These guys are physical. The moment they try and run past Motubea, Zimba in the way, and then now it becomes an issue. So, again, I think our football, personally, why are you thinking negative? I think, I'll say it again, I feel like we've got some of the best players on the continent. I just feel like sometimes we let our best players have to best play on their own instead of crafting structures, moves, tactics around them to go and do something. Now, it's not to say that Nigeria played well. I don't think Nigeria played well at all, especially for a team that has the button. I always call it the button. I speak about Banyana and I say there's a button. You play high balls and you can win those games. Nigeria was just like, no, we're not doing that, Nabo. It's like they're hoping to do something as well, right? But for South Africa, I'd just love to see those things repeated over and over and over again. Okay, make a dummy run to allow Mbata to take a shot, or mokwena to take a shot. Do some certain things that you see. Oh, TLP. Oh, what a player. Sorry. What a player. Oh, what a player. Ha, 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 ha. He's an alien. He's an alien. Anyway, there are spaces that have opened up. I just feel like Sibilibili, Foster, and Kota need to just coordinate themselves. They need to just coordinate themselves a little bit better, and they could probably get something here. But anyway, maybe this is where you miss Mahopa. Hopefully we can steal. I want to steal this game, guys. I don't like 1-1s because now it becomes someone can steal something anytime. And you don't want to be at the end of the edge of stealing. This is what Nigeria did to us over and over and over again, whether it be Banyana, whether it be Bafana. It's always been these draws or sneaking it at the end or something like that and breaking our hearts. Nake batla ushapa to was straight, man. 89 minutes. No. This is a normal. It's like a league game, so we're just gonna get the stoppage time, and then the game is gonna end. I'm waiting to go to the salon with my Bafana t-shirt. Oh, Master GD, I've been. Yo, Le Coq Sportif has been sold out of the Banyana jersey, that black one. I still want it after all these years. After all these years, I still want it. But they've been sold out. I've been trying to get my hands on one of that kit specifically. I love that kit. But yeah. I just want us to win. And to the guys, yeah, we're shaking, guys. We're shaking, Mara.
I'm scared, but I'll try the lever.
I'm scared, but I'll tie the lever. Here comes a free kick for Bafana. Can they do something here? And guys, unwabali siyamazi. To who? For what? Come on, guys, pressure. Unwabali siyamazi. Oh, I need to tie the lever. It's either a draw or a win for us. How many minutes added? They have not said. They've just gone into the time on the thing. They haven't said. 3 minutes. 3 minutes added on. 3 minutes added on. You see, now we're trying to wake up and steal it. Okay, 7 minutes. Oh, they changed it. Okay, 7 minutes. It was 3. Now it's 7. 7 minutes added on. More than enough time, boys. Individual brilliance, boys. Individual brilliance. No, don't cross it. Don't cross it. Play it for the shooters, man. Umbatu corner, Lape was making a run. Give it to the shooters. Let them shoot. Someone shoot, please. Ay, Tebs, das kaya mambo, man. Ziawa now. Don't let it go to your head. Don't let it go to your head. Track your man. Track your man. Track your man. It's going to be a lovely draw, Sasaki. They must put this game to rest. Shaya Valverde type goal. Lapo, please. Give the 7 minutes to Relen Renas. Hey.
Oh, Kakaze.
What Kakaze? Why you Kakaze, my brother? Relax.
Hey. Oh, that was the counter. Nigeria is so stupid. Play it wide and cross it, boy. If you want to win something from this game, play it wide and cross it. There's stability in the center since introducing Bata, says Impact Zone. Draw for us works. Hashtag Bafana says, yo, that name, wow. Baby oil, okay. They should not catch us sleeping on the counter, says Brafos. But we didn't score. They scored us too. No, you know, now it's meaning time.
There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on here. A lot is going on here. So, I Oh, Monyane, Chiefs player. Oh, Monyane, Chiefs player. Ghana, there's 2 Chiefs players in this team. I forgot, or it's 2, it's not 1. Reina's coming on for the last 4 minutes here. I think we're gonna run at them. Who's coming off? Lau Foster's coming off. I don't want to be down on Lyle, but this is the conversation we had on 3-Man Press. So I was saying that Lyle objectively is probably the better player, but in terms of a better fit, Sizomkhumbula Makhupa. Sizomkhumbula Makhupaldinho. He doesn't score. Yeah, Makhupaldinho. Nizomkhumbula Velile Makhupa. Very important, that play. Very important. Mwanasisi. Okay, put it down. Can somebody put it down? Relaxa. Can somebody just put it down, man? Yo. Sorry guys, I can't even talk right now because it means serious.
Relax. Relax. It's enough. It's enough. Please.
Like, you see these balls, I don't get it. End of the game, you're trying to get a goal. There's so many holes in that Nigeria defense. So many holes, right? And we're choosing to play these long, high balls instead of just top of the box. I guarantee you, top of the box, Mokwena, Mbata. Top of the box. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. Ngezana. Then they lose the ball. Jesus. Oh, Danko, hey. Walk in the light of God. What a vampire pass. Like, JJ, it's a few times they've done it now where there's a runner available who can maybe, if you pass it properly, run onto it. You see, like, hit it first time. But they keep like doing these. Hey, Wendy, I'm stressed, Wendy. I'm stressed. Ngezana has improved a lot. Maybe Ngezana wasn't the problem, guys. But Maybe Ngezana wasn't the problem. We've got 1 minute left of stoppage time. We're 6 minutes into the 7. Oh, wait. Flashbacks of AFCON. No, this game must come to an end. Remains too much. Oh, bravo. Coach Puesab says Fistos. Penin should be playing at 9, I think.
Father God, send help. It's tough.
Sis, but good. Sis, but good. Ngaze ngaminya, indike ngiminye. Sis Iwobi. Oh, now they see handballs. Now they see handballs. Okay, guys, full time. It has ended 1-1. Full time has ended 1-1. I think it's a fair score. I think it's a fair score. We live to fight another day. So I guess you have to be okay with it. I'm gonna let 2 or 3 people in, and we'll just speak about what we saw here. I'm gonna bring in people that weren't speaking in the first part of the show, so that we can just get some other voices here. Agent, my brother.
How many games are left? Back to calculators.
Ish, we're still okay, but we're still
No, man.
okay, but
The thing is, the 3 points is the 3 points. What 3 points of tabs, man? Ish, is one that is taking away my peace.
oh yeah, Kana. Man,
Yeah.
FIFA let us know on Twitter, man. FIFA let us know on Twitter what's gonna happen, man.
No, man. But going to this round of fixtures, I think we needed 4 points at minimum. We got the 4 points. I think job well done. You know, I think we shouldn't be Sundowns fans who don't know how to appreciate some results. we must know that we are playing against a powerhouse, and a draw is more than a fair result. You know, so I think, yeah, man. I think I'm happy with the boys. I'm happy with the crowd of players that we have now. I'm happy with the options that we have now. I think this team only needs a Makopa, a Zwane, then, you know, we are fine, you know, in terms of positions. And obviously, there's other players, Motaung and the likes, but we need an option of the option of a striker. Because when Forster is not in the game, and then we have a very short strikers and Reyners, we need to have an option of someone who's a bit taller. So I think going to the next round and going to AFCON, we're going to need a Makopa profile, and we're going to need a creative player and a 10. But then my question is a parting shot, Mr. Uti, is in modern game, I think maybe this is a modern trend that I'm starting to notice. How many teams play with an old school 10? Not an Odegaard kind of 10, an old school 10. You know,
very few.
Like teams are now reverberating towards. Yeah, teams are now playing with 88 now. You know, so is that something that Hugo Bruce is maybe adopting? I don't know, but I'm happy with the results. Can't lie to you. Thank you.
Let me go to Fistos. Fistos, welcome to the show. How did you feel about the game?
Hey, Mr. OT, greetings and good evening to everyone. Mr. OT, man, first things first, as sometimes we must learn to appreciate.
Yeah.
Hugo Bros has brought us back and to have the love of Bafana Bafanavs.
Yeah.
Now we'll be going to AFCON, and now we are trying to qualify for the World Cup. But talking about the AFCON, Lapa, with the aim, guys, there's a possibility for us to win it. So well done to the coach and the technical team and everyone involved. Then the other thing, Mr. OT, I just want to mention Uguti. Limes, we don't have a striker like Lyle Foster. He's a good striker. He can hold the ball. He can link up plays and Agapumi on the box. But Mr. OT, above everything, I'm happy with the results. If 4 point is very good, Nigeria thought they are still that Nigeria. So the team did well from Hugo Bros. And then one last thing, Hugo Bros, I respect him. I was one person having it this guy, Magahambe in. Look, namuhla ukhona ilubeka uOprimo Dibe benchini. Wabeka uOprimo Dibe, wafaka a new boy, yadlala kamnandi, yadlala clean job. So Hugo Bros, to know we must give him flowers. As much as singama football lovers will always complain, will always have my input, but the Madala is doing wonders, and the team is there for us as South Africans to be proud.
Let me go to Mokwena. Mokwena, welcome to the show. How did you feel about the game?
Thanks, Mr. OT. Greetings. Well, for me, to be honest, I think we need to find a way to bring Rulani and Pitso back to South Africa. Because I see the structure that Sundowns brought to the Bafana Bafanavs now in a way is coming to disappear. And you can see this coach doesn't have a plan B. Because to be honest, this game was on our taking. It was for us for our taking. He just needed to substitute Ahly and put more pressure. And I think he was afraid of going to after Nigeria. So that is the thing I'm saying. Now, because Sundowns doesn't have that structure anymore, he's showing me who he is as Hugo Bros. He likes to play it safe. And he doesn't want to take the game on, you know. But if we're going forward with this play and you find a very good team that is working together, because this Nigeria is not a good team. Let's be honest. If you find a very a gelling team, it was going to destroy us, because I saw a lot of mistake where I said we need to apologize to Pitso and Rulani to come back to South Africa, because I didn't see, for me, Bruce as a coach, this game was for him to take. to be honest, OT.
But don't you take the point? Don't you smile with the point and say, you know, a couple of years ago, we never would have thought we'd do this versus Nigeria?
Yes, I will, but let's look where we're going now. We're going to AFCON. Let's look when we get ourselves to the World Cup. Pella, we can't just go there to be part of the group in the World Cup. What is shown is that, okay, we will win the qualification then after, because that's what I'm saying. Because you can see without Motaung there, something is missing. You see a lot of weaknesses that like, if Hugo was a coach, why did he delay in bringing in Mbata, and why he didn't go for Obas? Because Obas, you could see, was tired. Why was he playing safe? Like in most cases, why he didn't take Lyle Foster early? Because Aram Saventa could see this guy. They made a plan. They have a game plan for him. Why he didn't try to bring in somebody with pace, Zibilibili, and try to keep the Nigerian defense? Because Nigeria was not threatening in anyhow. For him, it was I want to play safe. I want to play safe and make sure that at least I secure 1 point. But after the qualifications, you find teams that are in a much better level than Nigeria. What are you gonna do? So if it's gonna happen that Sundowns start losing the structure it has, I don't see him building a team out of himself alone, because we understand that the way he is, he found Sundowns was doing well. But now you can see that thing he got from Sundowns is no longer there.
For time, I'm going to jump in. We'll discuss it probably tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Let me go to Malume Kutso. Malume Kutso, Kupungwa Leo, now welcome, and tell me what you thought about the game.
How are you, Mr. OT?
Kimnati man, Malume Kutso.
As Mr. OT, I was listening to 702 the other day, and St. Benedict's CEO was a guest, and he was like, teachers are being abused, people are just complaining, they're taking out their stress at the pothole, electricity, water shedding on them, like the complaints about you don't make sense. Like, I can see, Mr. OT. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, fine, perfect.
Yeah, so I can see, Mr. OT, even Hugo Bros is going through it, Mr. OT. But at the stress, some family, some cholo, and then they take it by reflector with Hugo Bros, Mr. OT. Anya kuthi sibonga uPitso. Anya uthi ubani beka coach letha iBafana Bafanavs lapha for mahala. Hey, Mr. OT sike sahlazeka si South Africa. But you 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 4. Okay. Bese ngizosho ukuthi ngifuna ukubuyela lapho. Ningadlali ngathi nina. So, Mr. Otimina, you have to be mindful of the situation you find yourself in. Lookman is not a slouch. Obi is no slouch. Indeed is no slouch. And when you play against such players who are desperate for a win, they are desperate for a win. Ngicabanga ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani. Ngicabanga ukuthi soloka. Ngicabanga ukuthi siwuphi la. Sikuphi PSL. Hayi. World Cup. So, Mr. Oti, some of these games, you need us to mature as fans. This is something I said when we were playing AFCON. Sometimes fans, we panic unnecessarily and we call for immaturity from players. But I feel like even as fans, we need to mature, Mr. Oti, and understand the game plan and understand the bigger picture, Mr. Oti. We understand that, Mr. Oti. You can't say you want to risk it all. For what? You don't want to coach the World Cup, Mr. Uzi. By the way, Nigeria benefited for this draw. What you want to do? You want to risk it? For what? Mr. Uzi. Proud of Hugo Bros for making it without his entire team. Besides Ronan Williams, his center back pairing wasn't there. His right back was not there. His left back has just signed for Sundowns, so it's tough. He wasn't there. In the middle, his CDM, Samkelo, who's that guy? Uyaya. Yeah. So he had to utilize other people. His number 10, Tembazwane, was not there. He had to utilize other people. His winger, Mokwena, is also going through stuff with his team. So he had to utilize other people. We're still looking for that replacement for Pesitau. He had to utilize other people. Lyle Foster, the only striker, Mr. Oti. Come on, switch on, Bafetu. We actually used the C team. How many right backs have we lost? We lost to Motaung for his contractual issues with Sundowns. Then it was Unico Mobi, our lucky chap, who I was really nervous to play without Nico Mobi on the bench. Because now me, along with Hugo Pros, I'm starting to believe which we lost Chapelo Morena. We lost Umtunyelwa. We had to go to number 4, number 5, Mr. Oti. Are you kidding me? Besa Genumbogas, Mr. Oti, I got 20 games go professional.
He's an alien. He's an alien, that one.
Thank you, Mr. Oti.
Thank you, Malabekuto. Guys, so if you have not followed, please follow. The show is going to be back this week. We're going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 8 p.m. I will be here tomorrow. We're going to break down what we saw here properly. I see there's a lot of people requesting we're going to be breaking it down proper. I'm going to give you a little bit, but then my thoughts are going to be out on my YouTube channel in full. So in the next hour and a half. I think the greatest gift that Hugo Bruce has given us is the gift of optimism to want to win. There was a time not so long ago where we looked at Bafana Bafana and we thought, yo, even just a draw, tibang draw, would be a great result versus Nigeria. Nigeria usually doesn't matter too much about the players that are playing for Nigeria. It's more about the mentals of what they bring to the game. I think it's that relationship where it plays on your mind, and that is what we needed to get over as South Africa. When I look at this game, for me, I think I worry that Bafana Bafana is a team that when things are going well, they're going well. When the things are clicking at the beginning of the game and you're playing the ball around and you're doing all of that stuff, it looks good. But there's no final nail in the coffin to say we've played well, we've now won this game, we're now finished with whatever we're going to do, the game is done. Because in the second half, and after that goal that Nigeria scored, it felt as though, we were still leaning too much on individual brilliances of players to bail us out, instead of creating places where we can leverage off of what these players do well. So if you're going to counter-attack with Nkota, you can't leave Nkota 1v1 with the defender all the time, Magachiga. It's those small things for me where you see how Nigeria, when they got that ball back, I know they didn't necessarily play great, but when they got that ball back, they knew exactly where they're going with it. They knew exactly what type of chance they wanted. They knew exactly where they wanted the ball to go, and they put it there. Tina, we were still freestyling in order to get to that place. And what I'd love to see for South African football as a whole, for me, is that can we sit our star players and our other players and our role players down and say, guys, when push comes to shove and our individual brilliance is not working, can Apolis, can you make this run? And you're making a dummy run so that you can open up for Lyle Foster, who's going to follow you and score. Can the front three run into the box so that we can create space for Mbata to take a shot? Like, I'm looking for more of those things. And I think that's where sometimes our football ileka chord. When we speak about the game itself, a lot of South African games getting played with foreign teams are starting to take on the same flavor all over the place. You know, this is how the cross, I spoke about the cross before it went in, that there's probably going to be a cross. We're not going to be able to deal with it. Someone's going to score. Similar to what Dortmund did to Sundowns, similar to what a lot of other teams in the world do to a Banyana, for example. So those are the things we need to work on as a country to say, okay, support, whatever, but can we position ourselves better? Ronwen has that weakness, and I feel as though Nigeria's downfall today as well was, guys, why are you still trying to play through the middle and do all of those things when you saw Utilabanta when you cross the ball, right? It's starting to play out that way, and I'm a little bit worried, especially when you start playing better opposition. This Nigerian team was not better opposition. Whether we're speaking about the names or whatever, those are just names. They did not outplay Bafana Bafana, right? But I need that ruthlessness. And I said it about Pirates. I said it about Sundowns. I said it about some of the national teams that must figure lapa. We love to play. Mara, I play manga connect. Then we're lost. And we're just hoping. How many times did we see our players come out 1v1 and get pushed out? 1v1 and now, or 1v4. because you've got no support. There's no idea as to what you're going to do when you get there. Towards the end of that game, they started throwing long balls into the box. I mean, you're throwing long balls into the box for Nkota, for example, when maybe you could play it a little bit closer and shoot. These are the things that we need to work on in pressure situations. But all in all, like I said, the greatest gift Hugo Bruce gave us is the ability to sit here and act and expect a win, which is something that we never used to have. And I think that's a very big thing, right? Or the fact that Bafana Bafana can be revered enough that we can beat Nigeria, we can go into those games. Great gift. Namanje, we drew. Guys, there was times we were drawing with Lesotho. We couldn't beat Lesotho. I don't know if you guys remember those years. So the fact that now we can even complain after a draw versus Nigeria, I think we also need to take into account how incredible that is. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. But my thoughts are going to be on my YouTube channel in an hour's time. So if you want to hear more of what I think of it, YouTube for full Overthinking Football show. And please support all over the place. I'm going to have clips and things that I post. Please support. Prince Beakon allow PD Jokes, Banter League with on MacG's channel. Got the football podcast there on Fridays at 3 p.m. There's 3-Man Press, myself, Lindo Pep, and Football Telefang. We've got our own one live Wednesdays at 12. And then if you want to watch the episodes, they come out on 3-Man Press YouTube channel in full. So please support us content creators when we're doing all of this stuff. And thank you for the support you guys have shown up to this point. Guys, ke tla le bona hosane. Bye everyone.